Welcome to the Science of Self podcast, brought to you by Peter Hollins and Newton Media Group. Today is December 31st, 2021. It's New Year's Eve. As we wrap up the new year, we're also wrapping up the book Brain Boost Blueprint with this conclusion of the episode, The Almighty Vagus Nerve. It's clear to most neuroscientists that the humble vagus nerve has widespread and vital functions throughout the body. Boosting vagal tone is not just great for encouraging relaxation and cutting stress. It has measurable benefits on heart health, breathing, and your memory function, to name just a few. So, how do we tone the vagal nerve and start reaping these benefits? First, the bad news. There is some genetic predisposition to vagal nerve tone, but the good news is that there's a lot you can do to boost it yourself. It doesn't cost anything, and it's not difficult, but it does take persistent and regular practice. The first technique we've already addressed, deep rhythmic breathing. When it comes to effective deep breathing maneuvers, any type of deep, slow, diaphragmatic breathing, during which you visualize filling up the lower part of your lungs just above your belly button like a balloon, and then exhaling slowly, is going to stimulate your vagus nerve, activate your parasympathetic nervous system, and improve your HRV. Breathe from the diaphragm, breathe slowly, and breathe evenly. Focus and count each breath too, and you'll discover that you'll easily put yourself in a state not dissimilar from deep meditation. Breathe as you go about your day. Breathe when you get up, when you go to sleep. Take a moment as often as you can to tune in. This may wind up being way more beneficial than a dedicated meditation session that you only pull off once in a while. Some people make time every day to practice diaphragmatic breathing as part of a yoga or mindfulness meditation routine. Others only take a really deep breath anytime they catch themselves feeling panicky, need to find grace under pressure, or want to relieve some frustration. All of these applications of diaphragmatic breathing can reap huge benefits. Some diaphragmatic breathing techniques prescribe inhaling and exhaling only via mouth breathing. Other experts recommend breathing only through your nose. Try using a combination of both. You can also inhale very slowly through the nose, as deeply as possible until your lungs feel like they will explode, and then blow the air right back out through pursed lips in a consistent stream. In the end, you should contract your abdominal muscles to empty your body of all air, and then do it again. Again, practice whatever type of diaphragmatic breathing fits your lifestyle and feels right. Remember, the goal is twofold: to be able to fall back on this type of breathing in all instances and calm yourself, and also increase your vagal tone on a consistent basis so your fight or flight response is not so easily provoked. It's reassuring to have fresh research corroborate that each of us can trigger a relaxation response. Benson et al., 1975, simply by focusing on the inhalation to exhalation ratio of our breathing and consciously extending the length of each exhale while doing breathing exercises as we go about our day-to-day lives. Humming is another technique that can increase vagus nerve tone. Mechanically stimulating the vocal cords inadvertently stimulates the vagus nerve, which connects to them, the voice box to be specific. You could even combine a quiet chant to yourself with your breathing exercise. The same vocal nerves can be activated by speaking or singing. On top of this stimulation, humming requires you to control your inhalations and exhalations. Experts know that even without humming, the vagus nerve links to respiration, and slowing down exhalation has a calming effect, activating the parasympathetic nervous system. Another technique is to wash your face with cold water. The exact reason why this works is still poorly understood, but it may have something to do with the mammalian diving reflex, an ancient evolutionary vestige that originally served to lower our heart rate when we'd need to hold our breath, i.e., when swimming underwater. It may also function similarly to cold showers, which initially send the body into a state of shock and panic, but with practice, you can learn to control your impulses and calm yourself down intentionally and through sheer will. If deep breathing and chanting sound suspiciously like meditation to you, well, a 2018 study by Garrickson and Band found meditation does indeed enhance vagal tone. Contemplative activity, focus on the breath, and loving kindness meditation doesn't only make you feel calmer and kinder to your fellow human beings, it may literally alter the structure of your vagus nerve, not to mention positively affecting every aspect of your body. Finally, the all-important gut-brain connection, including the vagus nerve, is improved by ensuring gut bacteria are healthy. So if you don't already take a probiotic or eat fermented foods on occasion, now is a great time to start. And just like that, we arrive again, unavoidably, at the brain-body-spirit connection. The vagus nerve shows us that the links between these different aspects of our being are not abstract. They're literal. Importantly, the relationship is dynamic and bidirectional. These components interact with each other in complex ways, establishing feedback loops that, in aggregate, create our overall sense of well-being, or unwell-being for that matter. Though we began this book exploring all the ways the physical brain can be supported to enhance our memory and overall cognition, we find ourselves considering practices like meditation, rest, and even prayer as ways to benefit our health, no less effective than working out or taking supplements. Thus, the suspicion that our physical health is not at all separate from mental health is confirmed, with research showing time and again that our physical bodies are shaped by our mindset, daily behaviors, and focus. By harnessing these natural feedback mechanisms, you can use regular daily practice to ensure you're living your calmest, happiest, most effective self in each moment, not just cognitively, but in every sense. A practical suggestion: next time you're overwhelmed, feeling sad or stressed, alone or unwell, simply stop and take a moment to breathe properly. It doesn't matter whether you visualize this as a cleansing breath that recharges your spirit, or if you dwell on the science of the respiratory nerves that you stimulate. Simply stop and breathe slowly and deeply. Combine this practice with meditation, contemplation, or visualization. Pair it with a meaningful mantra like, "I'm okay, I can do this, all is well." Spend extra time on the exhale. This can be done before a nerve-wracking presentation, after a breakup, in heavy traffic, or before a panic attack strikes. To get more detail, check out Peter Hollins' book Neurolearning on Amazon or Audible at bit.ly/neurolearninghollins. That link is in the show notes. Also, take a moment to go to Peter Hollins' homepage and request the free Human Nature Cheat Sheet, 7 surprising psychology studies that will change the way you think. This has been the Brain Boost Blueprint: How to Optimize Your Brain for Peak Mental Performance, Neurogrowth, and Cognitive Fitness. Mental Models for Better Living, Book 4. Written by Peter Hollins. Narrated by Russell Newton. Copyright 2020 by Peter Hollins. Production copyright by Peter Hollins.